Hi everyone, welcome back to Dramatic Budgets. If this is your first time here, then my name's Lisa and I'm on a debt-free and hopefully savings journey to get rid of what started out as just under £11,000 worth of debt. If you have been with me before, then thank you so much for coming back and joining me for another video. So guys, today we are going to check in for the end of August. It's week 5. Tomorrow, as I'm filming this, is the start of my September budget. So we're going to go through everything like we normally do, but I've also got some back to bank money to sort out, and we will also go through my sinking funds as well at the end. So get rid of that. There is nothing left in here at all. So it was just to sort of show you that really, that there's nothing left. There's been a few spends and stuff this week, but you'll see it all then. Excuse me while I just let the dog out. So he's just woken up from a snooze and now he's half, oh no, he is going out. Half in and half out. Don't think he could decide what he wanted to do. So this week has been from the 25th to the 31st of August. So obviously Monday was a bank holiday and I wasn't working. So I spent £17.42 at Morrison's for food, for tea. So me and my other half both went to Morrison's and we both got this thing on our Morrison's More card that meant that we had to spend money online or in store to get like a load of extra points. It was something that we'd won. So we split what we were buying. He was buying some stuff for his house. I was buying some stuff for my house. And then we were buying stuff for tea that day. So we kind of split it. So my bit was £17.42. And then I tretters both two at McDonald's, two McFlurries of the Jaffa Cake ones. So that was £4.98 for the 2 ice creams. It was a really warm day. So I bought it, just to give us a cool off. Then on Tuesday, I spent £6.68 in WH Smith's at work, and then we went out for a meal in the evening, which was £25 for my share, and that came out of sort of like my sinking funds. Then on Wednesday, I nipped to Asda because I'd remembered I'd completely forgotten to buy milk and a couple of other bits, so that was £2.32. Then it was payday on Thursday, so I went and got a meal deal out of WH Smith's at £5.49, and I nipped to Aldi for a couple of bits, I think for tea at £8.85. Then on Friday, I went to Card Factory to pick up a card for my cousin, which I need to send off. I just need to remember to take that out of my sinking fund. I went to the gym and got a protein bar out of the vending machine at £2.39, which actually gave me 2 instead of 1. So that was kind of a buy one get one free deal. It was great. Then I spent £13.59 on Amazon. So that was that will come out of the pet fund. Obviously, it was more stuff for the dog. And I spent £28.28 at TikTok Shop. So I've ordered a pair of gym shorts because now I'm going to the gym. I've realised I've kind of got one like what I would call a proper gym outfit. The other, I ended up with a pair of jogging bottoms and a top that I bought a long time ago that I'm kind of a little bit poured into I feel like at times. So I've ordered some more shorts for the gym so that I've got a couple of sets of gym stuff. The reason for that obviously is because then I don't have to be washing the gym gear. I don't need to wash and dry them before I go again. I've got sort of like one set that can be in the wash and one that I can wear. So that came out of my money. Then I went to Slimming World on Saturday and spent £3.90 on hi-fi bars. So that's topped my little supply up. And I nipped to Morrison's for a pizza and some coleslaw because I was going out with work and I was going to my other half's after to sleep. So I bought those to leave at his, so that was £6.50. And then my bill for the day out was £51.61. you know when you think you're not drinking that much, and then you look at how many bits you had and you think, oh, maybe I did. Oh well, be right, it's fine. So that was that. That will obviously come out of my date night money social fund that I'm going to cash stuff, so that's fine. And then today I've given my mum £50 for the tickets that she's bought for a show. My other half, that's for 2 tickets. My other half had already given me his share, and that's obviously mine, so that's gone straight out. And then I put £20 worth of fuel in my car, so that's sorted that out. So we have got this week, we had a rollover of £158.87, and my salary went in at £2,628.07. Now, that obviously is more than I was expecting. That's because my back pay went in, which I mentioned in my last video. I now don't know what my basic salary is, so we're going to have to just wait and work that one out later. So I've got £410 and a few pennies more than I expected. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that £400 into my holiday fund, along with what I'm cash stuffing anyway. That should take me up to the amount that needs to be paid by, I think it's the beginning of October, which is great because it means I can kind of pay that off and then start looking at my spending money, which is great stuff. So that means that we've got a total this week of £2,786.94. Then all of the bills I was expecting to go out did go out. There's a few little changes. So the internet was a few pence extra. It was £31.92. So there's about 30p difference. My mobile bill, now I use airtime rewards, and I had some money on that. So I used that to pay some of my mobile phone bill off. So that ended up only being £14.64. So I got £10 off there. Other than that, I think everything else came out exactly as expected. So that was £257.43. I've just realised I've not actually calculated this, have I? Look. 2,786.94 minus 257.43. So that is £2,529.51. Then I spent everything out of my variables plus an extra £36.81. So that is a total of £111.81. Leaving us on £2,417.70. Then we put them £15 into sinking funds, £20 into winning Wednesdays, £5 in for 52 weeks. And then I have got £23.41 to put back into the bank. So that is not all in cash here. So let me just put this in. So that is 300. No, why have I got that? 15 plus 20 plus 5 plus 23, 41. Yeah, I don't know why I came up with that. 63.41. So 417.70. So that leaves us with £2,354.29, and 76p overdraft leaves us at the end of the month on £2,353.53, which I will write on here before I forget. £2,353.53. Yeah, so that's the back to bank money. The back to bank money, some of it was in my bank, what I put to one side the night before I get paid. So there was £8.09, and then the rest I have got here. So I've got £5, and then the rest I have got in coins. I have just counted it all out. I won't count it again for you guys in camera because I'm sure that's really tedious. And I've got my sinking fund update to do as well. And I'm just going to give the dog a stick because he's just decided to have his tea. So I'm I'm sure that if I don't give him it now, in about 5 minutes, he's probably going to come crying and I'll have to give it to him anyway. So if we do it now, it just kind of preempts. Oh, there we go. It preempts the subject. There we go. Sorry, I've knocked you. There we go. I think we've sorted it. So the £5 note I am going to put into my 52 weeks. So this I have condensed down. So I deleted it all off and then I've taken all the big numbers out. So again, it only looks like we've done a small amount, but actually there's over £500 that I've used on here. And what I've done is I've just taken it off the big numbers so that what I've got left as part of my budget is actually only going to be, excuse me, the smaller sort of numbers, which makes it easier. So yes, we'll take £5 off, so we'll get rid of that there, and we can put that in here. So that's great stuff. So pop that in there. Which means, oh no, I need that. The penny challenge is going to get £10.32p minus 5. Yeah, £10.32p, which is fabulous. So we should be able to do a fair bit of this. So let me grab my Sharpie. And I will get Bertha out of there when we get to her. So we're starting on 69p. So that is minus 69, minus 68, minus 67, minus 66, and minus 65, minus 64, minus 63, minus 62, minus 61, minus 60, minus 59, minus 58, minus 57. Then we've got minus 55, minus 53, minus 52, minus 51, and we've got 2p, which we have still got, so let's cross that off. So that means, guys, we have done another like 2 lines today, pretty much. So that is fabulous. And I always find that once we get to 50p, obviously it tends to go down a little bit quicker, which is great. So we could be, you know, in the next few weeks, we could possibly just be crossing off another of those £55. So that's great. So I'm going to get Bertha out, because we haven't been able to put much into her recently. And we're just going to pop that in there. Yeah, I always like putting money in, but yeah, I know I've been very spendy and I've been very naughty and not had much in change left over. So that is great stuff. So that is that. So all we need to do now is my sinking fund update. So I need to just grab out of this drawer this. So obviously this is not going to be as high this month. We know it's not going to be as high because the emergency fund has gone on the pooch. He's gone back to lay down. So if you've watched this week's Winning Wednesday or Saving Sunday, because I've only done it today. Obviously I've used, you'll know that I am going to do a claim with the insurance now. So it seems to be hopefully coming to an end. So I should hopefully be able to put the money back into my emergency fund. But currently that stands at 0. Which it's fine. It's sad seeing it go down from that to that. But I needed to use it as an emergency. And, you know, at the end of the day, the pooch is very important and his health's very important. So, you know, it's fine. And hopefully that will be back up next month. We'll just have to wait and see. So we will get the black binder out first and see where we're at with that. So boiler. So boiler last month had 1,615. So we've got 1,560, 580, 580, 1,600, 1,620, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1,625. So that's fine. Happy with that. So that's not a problem. So Spa Fund, I have condensed, you will have seen in my last video. So that has got £100 in it. The car maintenance, so that's gone up because it had £97 last month. Car maintenance had 54 last month. We've got 20, 40. Oh. Right, let's have a look. 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. So that is fine, 56. I will try and condense some of these down, especially when it comes to the Winning Wednesdays, because we can use the coinage from these. That's not a problem. So that's the car maintenance. So holidays has got £935, 936, 937 in there, which is great stuff, because it had 641 last time, and obviously we are getting closer to that, as I've said earlier. So car insurance had 35 last time. We've got 40, 41, 42. Now, I do not normally keep 50p's in here. The reason there is 50p's in there is because I didn't have any pounds. So the pounds that I've just put in here into Bertha, I am gonna try and find out the pound coins. I'm really sorry, guys, if you are wearing headphones. I know that this is not nice for you guys to hear. I just put a load of pound coins in here. How can I possibly not be able to get hold of any? Come on. Aha, there we go. What we got? 1 and 2. So we've got, there we go. 1 and 2. So I'll pop that in there. I just need to get rid of these back into Bertha now. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. The good thing about doing it in the kitchen is at least it's a hard floor, so when I drop stuff, even if I can't necessarily find it there and then, I'm able to find it later. I know it's definitely dropped. So there we go. So we'll just pop that in there. Close that up. So that's the car insurance. Please tell me I wrote that down. Yes, I did. 42. Then that is that binder done. Then we have got Christmas. So Christmas has got 815 in the bank. And we have got, let's see, then we've got, now I know I've written 80 on this, but if you've seen my condensing and my budget with me video, you'll know that it's because I've put it in the bank. So although it says 80 in there, that's just a placeholder. The actual amount in the bank is this, 815. So we've got 816, 17, 18, 19, 2021, 22, 23, 24, 25. So we've got 825 in Christmas. Which is great because we only had 720 last month. And obviously my goal is 1,000 for Christmas, so we are getting there. I'm putting £100 a month in, so that will increase again. So hopefully by October we'll have hit that £1,000 target, which means that I can start looking into Christmas and sort of buying a few bits here and there. I do like to try and get as much done nowadays as early as possible, because otherwise I end up racing round. I work, apart from on a Wednesday when I finish early, I obviously work during the week, which means it's weekends, and once it gets into December it's a nightmare, as most of you will know. So yeah, it's just a matter of trying to come up with things for ideas for birthday, and well, my other half's birthday is 4 weeks before Christmas, so that's always a bad time, and it's his 50th this year, so I've got to try and think of something good plus for Christmas. So yeah, so house has got nothing, so we did spend that this month on oh, that's what I spent it on. My sister's other half got me a new extractor fan for the bathroom, so that's where that went. So shows has got nothing as usual. Fur Baby has got nothing as usual, not surprising at the minute. Slimming World has nothing, which yeah, we'll need to sort that out this month. Hair and Beauty has got just the pounding as per. Date night we've completely spent up again. Gifts, right, so we've got £2 in the bank, and we'll keep that pound in and we'll put that to one side. So that is £3 into gifts. So I haven't got any birthdays really that I need to buy for this month, but I do need to put some money in there, just you know, just to make sure that we've got something. Healthcare. Now I have spent on this month because I've got my prescriptions. So I've got £6. We'll put that 20p to one side. So healthcare has got £6. It did have 31 last time. And self-care has got nothing. And I think that is everything. Yes. So I'm getting a little bit to one side out of here. So I'm going to have to sort this out. So we have got this time 42, 937, 825, 56, 1,625, 3, 1, 6, and 100. So yeah, we're quite a bit below, but that's not surprising because the emergency fund's gone. So we are down by £722 this time. Unfortunately, yeah, unfortunately that is what it is. You know what I mean? What else can you do? The emergency fund is there to be used, as gutting as it is to actually use it. You know, it's always nice to know that you've got that like £1,000 buffer. But then when it disappears, it does give you a little bit of anxiety just in case. But I know hopefully I should get that back when my insurance claim comes through. So I just need to put this money into my penny challenge. So we've got 50, 60, 71. So we've got 71p, 0.71 minus 50. Which leaves us with 21, which we have got. So we'll take that off and that one off as well, which is great. Oh, that's a nice little extra again. So we'll pop that in there. So yeah, we're getting there. All in all, I'm not feeling too downhearted at the minute because, as I say, I'm expecting to be able to refill the emergency fund up. I did get my back pay this month, which means that I can put towards my holiday. My big things at the moment are my boiler, because that's going to get done soon, my holiday, because I know that that needs to be paid off in October. And obviously Christmas, because I know that's kind of coming up, as well as my other half's birthday in November, which is near enough Christmas. So yeah, so we shall see how we get on. But yeah, I'm feeling fairly positive. I'm not too downhearted with things. Yeah, I just at the minute with things that are going on family wise, that I've mentioned to you guys before, and the dog and everything else, especially family wise, I'm kind of in the headspace of not being too worried about things, because at the end of the day, I am healthy and I'm well. So is my other half, so is my mum, so is my sister. My uncle and his partner are fine. My auntie, we are dealing with, but that's what happens with learning disabilities and dementia. That is just one of those things. We know things are difficult, but we're kind of used to that. Where my cousin's concerned, her health obviously she seems well at the minute. She's had her 3rd course of chemotherapy. She's due 1 more. The consultant is happy with her and seems to think that it is doing its job of controlling her cancer. We know it's not curable, but you know, she's doing that. And after she's had this chemotherapy, there is the possibility of radiotherapy, which is great. So, you know, there are some positives to look at, you know, and I just think in the grand scheme of things, me having to use my emergency fund for the dog, knowing that I'm going to get that money back, is not something I need to worry about. I am very much at the minute thinking about today and this week and not trying to look too far ahead, just because with my cousin, it's just kind of proves that life can throw anything at you. It really can. And you never ever know what's around the corner. So I am trying not to think too far ahead, because as long as today's okay and this week's okay, you know, we can deal with anything else that comes along. So yes, life's short, guys, and it is difficult at times, but sometimes we just have to not think too far ahead, because at the end of the day, tomorrow is not guaranteed. Any one of us could, you know, not wake up or get hit by a bus or anything like that. And we just have to enjoy life while we have it, grab the bull by the horns and just try and enjoy as much as we can for as long as we can. So yes, so hopefully I've not put too much of a downer on this video. Thank you so much, guys. If you did like it, please do give it a thumbs up. There is the comments box down below as always, and the subscribe buttons and all of that sort of stuff as well as usual. I hope you're all well. I hope you've all had a great weekend and start to the week. Until next time, please do take care, stay safe, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye, guys.